It's time for the weekend wrap up with Uncle Ricky at Uncle Ricky's house on YouTube. It's Sunday, June the 19th, 2022.
What's up, boys and girls? All the people in the middle, red, yellow, black, and white, brown. Just people like me. This is Uncle Ricky once again. Today I'm doing it a little bit different from poolside. But me being at the poolside doesn't change what's happening in the world. This is the wrap up for the week. Here on this Sunday in June. Well, it seems like the 1/6 Commission, number one thing in the country right now. Even though people said that nobody would give a damn. Not a lot of people watching. Even a few people listening. And that's the scary thing. It seems that, and I tried to tell you, Jenny and Clarence might be in it allegedly up to their very kneecaps and a little bit higher on their anatomy. But if you have gone to Uncle Ricky's house and checked out the episodes on Clarence and Jenny, you might understand why they are in such deep doo-doo caca. Those rapscallions, it seems, were knee-deep in the conspiracy to overthrow the country, to negate the people's will, to, in point-blank words, in democracy in the United States. Moving right along, the former 45th President of the United States, the Mango Madman, the Mango Madman, the none other than Donald John Trump, is starting to hear cell doors clank. His world is crumbling like a house of cards. He's like Humpty Dumpty. He's about to take that fall, and unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be any king's men that want to put him back together again. I think the Republican Party is starting to come out with their wish that Donald be gone, even if it takes him being indicted and arrested. They are starting to feel that they can survive. They are clowns in the wings, just waiting anxiously. Clowns with the names of Ron DeSantis in Florida, maybe even Mr. Greg Abbott. Then we have perennial I want to be president senators, Republican senators, like Ted Cruz, yeah, that one, and Josh Hawley, and maybe what's his face, Marco Rubio. Then we have all the maniacs that are in Congress that support Trump, like he is the next coming of Jesus Christ. And I don't mean to insult Jesus like that. You know, you have your Marjorie Taylor Greens, your Jim Jordan's, and your what's his name? The child chaser. Matt Gaetz, that one. But that's just America at this moment. Then now that we have the whole executive branch the old executive branch trying to tear down the democratic electoral system, the current executive branch trying to hold it up and pretend like America has a chance to live, even though they're not doing a damn thing. Brings me to the next topic of interest, which is the economy. We can't ignore the price of gas no more. Gas is higher than cocaine. I mean, recreational drugs be damned. I gotta get some gas to go buy my damn drugs. If my weed man delivers, I gotta pay him extra just to deliver now. What the fuck, Joe? Yes, the country is blaming you, Joe Biden, and you know what? They are correct. It doesn't matter whether you're Democrat or Republican. I know the president can't control everything when it comes to the economy, but when the economy is being shitted upon by the very manufacturers that this country made great, the manufacturers that make the country great, the country made the manufacturers great, and now they're shitting upon us and robbing us blind and laughing in our face, just basically saying, hey, blame it on COVID, ha ha, but you know what, we getting our shit, so fuck you. No, buddy, fuck you. You got the plan all twisted. got the plan really twisted. Joe, you gotta do something, man. That middle class that you're so proud of, that middle class that you tell stories about coming up out of coal mining country around Scranton, Pennsylvania. That shit don't exist no more, buddy. It's fading fast. What used to be the middle class is upper class poor now. We don't joke about trailer park trash no more because the whole country is a fucking trailer park. You know, it's what we understand that. Okay, there's some shit that got disrupted by COVID, and there's rich over here and rich over there. Rich people trying to tell the working people that they're slaves, and the working people trying to tell you slavery is over. We understand all that, but they getting us, Joe. You know they getting us. You're the president, Joe. Be presidential. Put the smackdown on them motherfuckers. Tell them they got to cut that shit out. Give us the chance to breathe. Do some things, Joe. Do some things at the federal level that's going to make it easier on the average man, the person, the people in the middle. People got college loans, people trying to buy houses, people got kids getting ready to go to college, people just trying to be fucking people getting ready to retire and ain't got that much put away. Be presidential, so don't let everybody think that just because they're trying to do some things they got to starve. That's not what America's all about. These sons of bitches keep saying, yeah, man, everybody got to pull themselves up by the bootstraps. Okay, that's a great saying. But you got to have a fucking boot first. So, hey, well, the economy, Joe. The economy. You got to start saying something. You got to start look like you're doing something. You can't be like your Attorney General, Merrick Garland, locking Trump up. It's getting to the point where you can't ignore the fact, Mr. Garland, Mr. Attorney General. You can't ignore the fact that Trump is beyond criminal. He has taken the term criminal and just fractured it. Decimated it. It's criminal. Trump. If you look in the dictionary, you look at criminal, you won't even see criminal. You just see Trump. Where criminal used to be, you just see Trump. When you get to where Trump's name used to be, you'll see criminal. They are synonymous. Mr. Garland, we all are aware of the possible implications of Trump being indicted. It's going to become a political nightmare. It's going to be this and it's going to be that. And I know you're trying to say that the Department of Justice is apolitical. Well, you can be apolitical and do your job, but goddamn, the whole job is caused by politics. This whole thing, the whole 1/6 riot was a man warping the political system to his advantage and thereby the advantage of the party that he represented. It's one hand washes the other. Sounds like a conspiracy to me, but I'm not a judge, I'm not a court. I really don't even like the judicial system, but goddamn, some things is just obvious. It's crazy. It's crazy. But we talked about the economy. We talked about the 1/6. The other thing is, watch the little stories that are developing. There's a whole bunch of officers getting fired in the United States Navy relieved of command due to lack of confidence. This is just not abnormal, unusual. It's happened before, but not so many, so fast, so soon. That's a big turnaround. You're talking major shakeups when you're talking that many vessels having command turnovers at the spur of the moment, and all of them for not a good reason. Lack of confidence in the command. That's going to be something, but right now it's buried by other things. Keep an eye on the war in the Ukraine. I'm telling you, it's getting there, it's getting close. And the longer it goes in Ukraine, the happier Red China gets. And now Taiwan is openly screaming like, "Yo, we're gonna be the Ukraine in the Pacific." No, we don't have blonde hair and blue eyes, but y'all gonna help us out? Papa Joe has already said that America is committed to Taiwan's independence, even though, which, I mean, we go hypocritical in a heartbeat. In one breath, he says it's committed to Taiwan's independence, but America still respects and honors.
Got a little chilly. I had to bring the show inside, but let's wrap this up. Okay, we talked about the 1/6. Of course, we know that's going to dominate the news feed for next week. It's probably going to dominate the news feed through all the way up through midsummer. And we talked about Jenny Thomas and Clarence Thomas. That story is going to blow up. It's going to revolve. It's going to spring. It already sprung out of the 1/6 thing, but it's going to have legs of its own by the end of next week. Clarence Thomas, they're already asking for him to resign. Clarence Thomas might be on his way out because his head is on the chopping block. Uh, Chief Justice Roberts ain't saying shit because he really don't know what to say. But trust me, and they get ready to drop the Roe versus the Alito fucking Roe versus Wade and overturn abortion in the United States and Texas and a bunch of red states, Kansas and Wyoming. They taking women back to like draconian slave days and abortions. It's just going to be mayhem, and women are not going to put up with this shit. They already said it. We will not be governed. So that's going to be one source of discontent through the rest of the summer, and and then it's the going back to the 1/6 thing. You got you got Clarence Thomas, husband to Jenny Thomas, who is right wing everything, uh, pro pro life, and then you got Clarence Thomas, staunch Catholic, was one of the first to avoid the question of Roe versus Wade precedent. He didn't want to go. He didn't want to go the way of his predecessor, uh, uh, Robert Cork. And then the ones that came behind him, the last three that Trump put on it, they just all flat out lied, talking about its precedent. I'm not gonna knock precedent. Da 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 da. And they basically lied and got in, and now the women of America are fucked. And it's like the majority of women in America want to have the right to control their reproductive system, to control their own bodies, and that crosses religious lines, it crosses racial lines, it crosses economic lines, it crosses educational lines. It's women want they want their own shit. Men got their own shit. Women want their own shit. So I mean, Joe, you could like do something presidential to help with that, and let us not forget voting rights. I don't know why it got so quiet on voting rights. It seems like every time something comes up, voting rights gets pushed to the back, and Lincoln freed the slaves. Oh yeah, but he had no plan, and we still don't have a plan. And I mean, we started getting something together with Martin Luther King, but like now it's like nothing, and it's our fault. It's your fault. It's like, and Joe, you made some promises, and okay, you got Kentanji on the Supreme Court, yay, but you better start beating that drum real loud because that's all that you have done out of all those promises that you have made. It's not all your fault, but most of it is, and you're not doing a damn thing about it. That's why you're not impressing the shit out of people in the middle. I mean, we really like a bunch of magpies right now. We looking for a shiny object, and the first motherfucker that comes along that's halfway convincing and enough of a flash in the pan, desperate people gonna do desperate shit, and they probably gonna end up with desperate results. But it's going to be a change from your dry ass, Joe. Do something exciting, Joe. You want to stimulate the economy? Cancel student loan debt. I know. That sounds crazy, but then Legalize marijuana, tax it, Joe. People will pay that tax. They might bitch, but they gonna pay that tax for that legal weed. And I don't understand why you haven't done this. I don't understand why the federal government. It's because big pharma doesn't have the control that it wants to get on the weed industry before the federal government puts its stamp of approval on it. I don't know. I mean, there's already evidence in some states that have legalized the use of recreational marijuana that big pharma is trying to take over the growing rights, trying to hustle private growers out of private growers that developed the business, private growers that brought this into existence, growers that exercise the good old American system of capitalism and made it legal. And now big pharma, big agriculture is squeezing them out. I don't know, Joe. You could be a man about a whole bunch of stuff. But anyway, those are the things that I'm talking about in the weekend wrap up. Probably gonna be the things I'm talking about next week as we try to stay up to date at Uncle Ricky's house. If you like what you heard, if you like what I said, if you're interested in helping me out, hey, subscribe, like, comment, share, do all of those things. It's not costing you nothing, but it would help me out greatly. Bye bye, sayonara, see you, ciao. Uncle Ricky's house, peace out. God bless.